Top of the morning, everyone. It is June 11th. Touchstones reading from a child of God and a recovering alcoholic addict with that hot morning coffee. Hey, let's have a moment of silence for those still out there in pain and suffering, please. Thank you. We are each so much more than what some reduce to measuring. That's from Karen Kaiser Clark. Our society places great emphasis on how well each person is doing. It makes us judgmental and competitive. As children, we may have thought that our real value was measured by the grades we got in school or the scores of our baseball games. As grown men, we continue measuring our worth by things like our income, the model of car we drive, or even how many months or years we have in recovery. We can't stop the measuring, but we are in a program that helps us step outside this system. We seek to know and do the will of our higher power, which is beyond the limitations of such measurements. Submitting our own will to our higher power releases us from the competition and the judgments in these games of measurement. Our loyalties are to values like honesty, respect, peace, and wholeness. Today I will remember that my value as a man isn't measured on a man-made scale. You know, this is a great reading, which y'all know I love them all. I used to think this way, just because I was decent at sports growing up and all throughout my life, and I thought, I basically put myself on a pedestal inside a little bit, thinking that I was maybe better than somebody else because I played sports good, but I sucked at everything else. In sobriety, God allowed me to stay alive long enough to see this side of all the chaos. And it's true, where it talks about remembering, the higher power. I'm a nobody. I'm just an ordinary human being trying to get through this life the best that I know how and I can. And the way I did it, when I took control, I was drinking and drugging, and I failed miserably, and I was just miserable. Did I have some good times? Yeah, I sure did. But it wasn't the way to live life for this alcoholic addict. Like I said, God saving me to turn my life around and transform me into another human being, to know, to have respect, to be honest, and definitely 100% peace, and then the wholeness. I don't know. I can't even explain it until you actually live it. Just the word peace. I didn't know peace until in the last couple of years. So it's priceless, and it just makes you relax. You don't have to carry that burden that you thought you had to, because you thought you mattered that much. You may matter to your significant other or to your kids. I get it. To your dog, your cat. You may matter to them, but in all reality, what it really boils down to, with all that put aside, it's all about your higher power, and that's who I call Jesus Christ. So if you break everything down in little small segments, Jesus Christ is number one. You get that vertical relationship with Him. Everything else is secondary, and that's what I've learned. Um, it's what's the word? Imaginable, unimaginable, until you get to step in it, and you get to talk about it. You get to share in meetings, and for me, I go to AA meetings, and it's just it's a transformation, man, that I didn't even think existed, especially in me. And it's a part of life that I didn't know. And I'm grateful by the grace of God that I'm able to live it. And I'm looking forward to the future and sharing a lot more. So I hope you have a blessed day. I love y'all very much. Peace.